ladies and gentlemen. I wanted to take something off my chest and consult with you because there was something that was bothering me, and I was asking myself, am I the asshole in this case? Am I the asshole for forbidding my girlfriend to use my kitchen equipment? The problem started 2 years ago when we moved in together. I'm a former professional chef with a great passion for food. Over the years, I've gotten myself a lot of kitchen equipment that's quite expensive. I have copper pans, a RoboCube, a Thermomix, Bomix, immersion blenders, Paco Jets, you name it. All expensive kitchen equipment that has even these tiny little pieces that if you lose them, you have to sell your kidney to replace them. And so I take care of this equipment as if they were my babies. And in order to avoid controversy, I bought also a lot of, let's say, cheap equipment for those people who are challenged in the kitchen and whom I don't trust with my equipment. When my girlfriend moved in with me, she asked me, why did I have so many things that did, in her mind, the same function? Like, why would I have a Japanese knife made by Sanjinemoto-san? And why would I have also some kind of whatever knife that I bought at a knockoff Chinese store? And I told her, jokingly, but not so jokingly obviously, that I keep them in case I have people I do not trust in the kitchen with my equipment. But since I loved her and I trusted her, I'm like, you know what? You can use my expensive equipment. Sometime after she moved in with me though, I started noticing a bunch of no-nos with all my equipment. I started noticing scratches in my non-stick pans, as if someone had been stirring whatever food was in there with metallic forks. Or even, I would say, a zester, a microplane, whatever, but they were completely destroyed, and you can notice the peppered flakes of Teflon in things like our risotto. Not only that, but I started noticing deformations in my pans, scratches on the side of my knives, dents on the blades which I take hours to sharpen on a frickin' whetstone, only to have them completely mangled in ways you couldn't even imagine. And so what did I do? I decided to observe her when she was cooking, and surely enough, she did every single no-no that you're not meant to do with the equipment. She would cut directly on the stainless steel counter using my Yu Kurosaki knives that take 3 years to make. And not only that, she would use them to open Campbell's soup cans with a freaking Japanese knife. She would wash the knives with the metallic sponge, scratching the surface of the beautifully polished knives. She would put my hot pans straight under the water so they would crack, and use dish soap to wash my cast iron skillets. I tried to be understanding, and every time she did this, I would try to tell her in a loving way, you're doing it wrong, please try to fix it, you're damaging this precious equipment. Maybe you should use the cheap one that I bought while you learn how to properly use them. And every time I corrected her, she would get annoyed. Needless to say, I bit my tongue, and this continued for 2 years. But last week, I came home, and to my horror, I saw my grandmother's 5-liter cast iron pot filled to the brim with water, soap, and bleach. This has been a pot that has been in my family for generations, and in 10 seconds, it was destroyed forever. That's when I had enough. I snapped, and I told my girlfriend that she was not allowed to use my expensive equipment anymore, and showed her the shit pans and told her that those are the ones she's gonna have to use from now on to the future until the end of time. She obviously thought I overreacted, but I refused to budge. I'm getting tired of resharpening the knives every other day and having to throw out pans that I've inherited from generations just because they got destroyed by a negligent chef. She was sad and hurt and told me how I had said, "Oh, the shit pans was for people you don't trust." And she was questioning whether I trust her or not. What do I do? Where do I go? If I don't trust her, at what point is our relationship at? And I had to tell her that, honey, I love you, I trust you, but not with my fucking kitchen equipment. We haven't spoken in a while, and obviously she's a bit reluctant to cook now, and I totally understand her. She wanted to make loving dinners for me and things like that, but I couldn't feel the love when the screeching and the scorching and the destruction of my equipment was happening in the kitchen 5 meters away from the dining table. So please enlighten me, my fellow listeners. Am I the asshole for banning my girlfriend from using my expensive equipment?